If the universe doesn't come with a built-in purpose, does that mean life is meaningless? Well, yeah, but also no. Let's talk about how that terrifying idea might not be all that terrifying. I mean, I get it. The idea that there's no cosmic plan, no divine purpose, no big reason you were born, that can feel like an existential gut punch. I know through experience from when I was a teenager, but what if that freedom, that blank slate, isn't a problem to solve, but an opportunity to shape? Not to start making absolute claims here, but for the sake of argument, let's say, there is no intelligent entity behind it all. The universe doesn't care about you. Not because it's cruel, it just isn't sentient. It's not trying to test you, bless you, punish you, or teach you lessons through suffering. It's stars, gas, time, and entropy. And somewhere in all of that, we showed up. There's no instruction manual, no fate carved into the stars. It's just us, on a rock, floating through space, spinning around a fireball, trying to figure out what the hell we're supposed to do with ourselves before entropy comes for our coffee, and why we should even bother. Now, we humans, we generally hate that kind of uncertainty. We want stories, heroes, arcs, a satisfying third act with a moral at the end. That's why religions took off like wildfire. They give you a script. You were made on purpose. This suffering means something. There's a reward after the credits roll and punishment for all those detractors and horrible people. But what if there's no script? What if you're not here to play a role, but to write your own play? All the world's indeed a stage. Well, okay, that sounds sort of inspiring maybe, but why? Why bother? I'm here for maybe 100 years or so, and if I'm lucky, my memory will live a little longer than that. Before we know it, though, it will all be dust in the wind, so what's the point? I would suggest that eternity is a weird idea. But think about this, it's always now. It was now 5 minutes ago. It will always be now. Now is eternal. So stop worrying about what will or won't happen in 50, 100, or 2 billion years. You're not there, and you never will be. Even if you lived 2 billion years, you'd still be in now. You only exist in now, so may as well make it count. Just because something isn't assigned to you from above doesn't make it less real or meaningful. Meaning comes from within. Even if you believe in an objective purpose, it's still you applying that meaning to your life. We all do it. Love isn't meaningless because it's biochemical. Art isn't meaningless because atoms made it. Meaning doesn't have to be handed down by a divine committee to matter. Just the fact that we can create meaning out of nothing might be one of the most awe-inspiring things about being human. Think about it. Even if we truly believe, as I do, that we're just a temporary blip in the cosmos, we still love, create, build, and strive. It sure beats the alternative. I've quoted it before and I'll quote it again. You can get busy living or get busy dying. The choice is yours. For me, it's a no-brainer. I'm going to die soon enough anyway. May as well enjoy what I have while I have it. The things we find meaningful, they are meaningful. Whether it's your kids, your career, your art, your dog, your obsession with watching reruns of a show nobody else remembers, and even religious beliefs. If it lights something up inside you, it counts. That's meaning. That's real. And you don't need anyone's permission to claim it. You don't need a god to validate it. If it brings you purpose, fulfillment, joy, or direction, it's not imaginary. It's just yours. And in a universe without a script, that's kind of the point. Some people might say, but without God, it's all subjective. And yes, it is. But something being subjective doesn't change anything. I love chocolate cake. Does the fact that there's not a shred of objectivity in that opinion change the taste? No. Even if every last person on Earth hated chocolate cake, it would still taste good to me. It's the same thing with the meaning we apply to our lives. The difference is that I'm not pretending mine comes stamped with divine approval. I know it's mine. That's the whole point. And honestly, I think I would find more value in the subjective meaning I choose than meaning assigned to me by some religion simply because it's claimed to be objective. So yeah, if you're looking for meaning and not finding it in the stars or in scripture, that doesn't mean there's no meaning to be found. You just need to look inward. Meaning isn't waiting to be found under a rock. It's something you forge, moment by moment, in the way you treat people, the things you care about, and give you joy. Even if it's small. Perhaps the universe didn't put you here for a reason, which means you're free to decide what reason you want to give your time here. And that's not terrifying, that's liberating. At least it has been for me. I should mention, though, that I understand there are people in this world in constant, agonizing pain. They have no quality of life, and no real prospect for increasing that quality. I'm not judging anyone who says, you know what, I'm done. My father was a quadriplegic for 12 years before he finally succumbed to multiple sclerosis. I understand. Thanks for watching. Stay curious.